Hi, my dears. 31 minutes. I haven't got any storage on my phone. Hope all is good with you. I'm actually just vegging here. I can't even take my jacket off. I'm so tired. I feel like I've been living down in Blaine Row on the golf course. My kids are doing the summer camp down here because I'm down in Britis, and they are doing most days because they've just got their handicap. So they've been doing 18 holes most days. So I've just walked with them today in a competition for the last 9 holes. So I'm fucking wrecked. So I was going to jump on and do live just to check in and just be nosy and see how people are doing. But if I go on, I will be on in 20 minutes when the Love Island is on. So I'm doing a quick video just to check in and see how you're all doing. I had an amazing client last week, just to remind myself of this. Did say I was going to pop on and talk about it, who came to me for Reiki. She came to me for actually integrated energy therapy, which was very similar. It's working with the angels. But I also do past life regression, as you know. I had done a past life regression session 2 days previous. And then this lady came, 23 or 24-year-old young girl, came to me for this IET, integrated energy therapy. And in the space of the session, went back into a past life. So this is happening more often now because the energies, as I said this before, the energies are shifting. So because the energies are shifting, it means that we don't need to be put into the trance state. You don't need to be don't need to be put into the level of trance that we used to have to do before. So you normally have to get you into a real natural state of trance, but just a really safe place for you to be, so I can then bring you back to past lives. Because we're shifting from 3D to 5D, this is happening automatically now. So I'm having people who come for Reiki and are going back to past lives on the bed. So with Reiki, the energy is flowing through me and into you anyway. So there's no reason why you can't talk on the bed. So if you had your eyes closed and you are zoning out and all of a sudden you start to see colors, or you start to see symbols, or you start to see images or pictures of going places, going down a pathway, going into a cloud, going in a doorway, there's no reason why you can't talk to me in the session. I am still doing Reiki because the energy is still flowing within you, and I'm still going down, doing the whole body from the top of the head to the bottom and then back up again. So it's exactly the same experience that you were having before, except now you're going to be able to connect in to other experiences like past lives. So this is happening more than ever. That happened originally way back when, that's before I ever did past life regression, the actual course in past life regression, because I had originally a client who came to me for Reiki after I had 8 sessions on myself, past life regression. So in other words, I went for 9 sessions with a practitioner to see my own past lives. And because I had such an understanding of the questioning skills, that she was questioning me, where are you, look down at your body, what do you look like, look at your hands, are they white, are they black, are you poor, are you rich, what's your clothes like. I knew the questioning skills of a practitioner. So when a few months later I had a Reiki client come to me, she went back to a past life, I sort of remembered the questioning skills of my practitioner from my sessions. So, and that happened years ago. That's before I ever got into past life regression, because that's what threw me into that pathway, because I thought my guides wouldn't give me that experience of that client coming to me for a Reiki and then her going into a past life if they didn't think I was able for it. So originally, way back, cheapers, whatever, 2015, when I did past life regression, the QHHT, which I do now as a modality of healing, one of my Reiki clients went back to a past life without I was never trained in doing the session. So I learned how to do it because I was afraid bringing her into the past life and not being able to get her out, because I didn't understand about hypnosis and all that. But now it's happening more than ever, because we are now able to connect into our higher self, which is our 8th chakra. So my arm is shaking here, because of the experience of now being able to connect to the higher self, which is the oversoul, the 8th chakra, which is above our head. We're now using that chakra more than ever now, which is the part of the higher self, the oversoul, the part that knows everything about the life that you're living and all of the lives that you've ever lived. So you're really able now to connect in to the old memories, are able to do it really quickly. So Going back to my client last week, she did say it was okay for me to talk about it. I won't give names or anything, but her experience was amazing. Only young girl, really gorgeous, very quiet girl, came in the door, very first time coming to me for a Reiki session. Ended up going back into a past life where she was an Apache Indian, young Apache Indian, goes forward in experiences in her life where she gets married. The husband and her have a child. The husband then gets killed by one of the white settlers who are coming in to take over the tribe and the land there, as you know, the atrocities that happened there. And then she ended up going on to be a 40-year-old, and she was teaching all the children the way of the Apaches, teaching them all about the way how they lived, how they experienced life, how they did it very much with nature, very much connection to the earth, very much about helping each other, kindness, compassion, about teaching the new generations all of the experiences that they learned from. And then she goes to her death scene where she's dying. Her family are all around her grandchildren, and she then goes to through the death experience. And it was just fascinating because you can hear the change in her voice from being the client that she was to being the spirit, and then the higher self stepping in. The higher self always comes in as a very authoritative tone. It comes in as a you just know the difference in the voice. Even when I listen back, I've listened back to her tape a few times myself now, because it was so much knowledge that they gave, not only her but me, because you know, all of my past lives, all of my past life clients, all of my Reiki clients all teach me. Every single time I have a client, they teach me, as well as the person that's coming for the session, as well as then me being able to help and teach you. But it was just the most fascinating experience. She went back to meet her angel. Her angel came in to meet her. She described what the angel looked like. No wings. She said they don't have wings. That's just a depiction of what we have of angels, because they knew thousands of years ago that the angels came from heaven, so they must have flown down. But there's no wings on angels. They just show us wings in pictures to let us know that they're angels. But she said he didn't have wings. Then she started to channel the Pleiadian energy, which are the star beings from the Pleiades constellation, all of the stars, the 7 stars on the Pleiades. And she gave the most amazing knowledge, not only for her experience of why she's here, she also gave the most amazing knowledge to help me. She gave me so much information about myself, about her star family, where she came from, what she's here to do. Too funny, because they said chip chop, they were given out to her because she was not on her path to doing what she's supposed to do, as teaching children again in this lifetime, because she taught them before in her last life as that Apache healer. And again, we already have these light codes. If we're healers before in past lives, we already have these light codes ready to go and in our bodies, and we just have to ask for them to be activated. Because if we lived before as an Apache healer, or we've lived before as a guru, or we lived before as a Reiki practitioner, or whatever, a star being, we already have these light codes in our body ready to be activated. And that was one of the things that they said all we need to do is ask to be activated. And I asked the question because my guides have been saying this to me for the last few months, that I didn't really need to teach anyone how to do Reiki, which is very funny because so many people are coming to learn how to do Reiki. And I understand why they're saying that, because really it's about you wanting to learn how to connect back to your inner master, your inner healer, because we've all done it before many lifetimes, but just in this lifetime we haven't stepped into it. We haven't stepped into our full alignment of being that healer. So they said we don't need, so I asked, do I need to activate people through attunements in Reiki? They said no. It's the fact that people come together, so 8 or 9 people, whatever it is, the amount of people that's on a course, when those people come together, they said that the amount of people that are together help to raise the vibration of all the people that are in the room. And when you raise the vibration of all the people that are in the room, who are all there together for that one experience of learning and knowledge and activation, the resonance and the frequency of all of those people rises, and then the light codes go on. So they actually don't really need to come to be activated for Reiki or attuned into Reiki. Because even I understand that myself, because Dr. Yusui, who is the first generation of Reiki, who was our teacher. He's the first generation in our lineage and most people's lineages of Reiki. He went to the mountain on the 21st day looking for knowledge at Mount Koriyama. And when he went to the mountain on the 21st day, after sitting there meditating for 20 days, he got no information. On the last day, he was hit by a ball of light. So a ball of light hit him and he didn't actually need anyone to attune him. So in other words, the activations is ready when you are ready. So you don't need me, even though people come because they're analytical and they want to logically understand where Reiki comes from, but you don't need me. You just need to ask and the intention needs to be there. So absolutely fascinating. I loved it. I'm actually going to transcribe her session because it was so good, so juicy. But I just wanted to pop on to check in with you and let you all know that there's so many coming at the moment and there's so much going on in September and October in the courses. So if you feel that you want to come to be activated, come. If you feel that you want to be activated and you are ready for those light codes to go on, go outside to the grass and talk to your God within you and say, I am ready to be activated. I'm ready for my light codes to go on. I am ready to connect to the master healer within myself. I am ready, and connecting with nature and see what happens. I'm there to guide you through a session on the bed. If needs be, you come to me for Reiki and you go back into a past life. I know what I'm doing. So if you're interested in it, connect and contact me. But I'll be back on. I am up to Dublin tomorrow and on Thursday for 2 full days. I'm back here for Friday. So I do plan to come on Friday at some point to do a live. I'll put up the post later on and just as a reminder. But just means that I can connect in and see how people are doing, and anybody who's on looking for knowledge or looking for answers to their questions, you can find me there on the live. All right, namaste.